So guys, Victor had a bad game last night. He missed a lot of shots, but can we cut him a break? The last thing he wants to hear is you guys calling him Victor Wembanyama. Wait, what? What'd you say? Wait, in his post game, he said what? Play it? What'd he say?
Honestly, I didn't really know what I was doing on the court tonight.
We can't defend him. It's over. Everyone seems to be divided. On one hand, people are saying, let's give him a break. It's only the summer league. He's gonna get better. He has the Spurs around him. He has Greg Popovich around him. There's no way he's gonna fail. On the other side, everyone's saying, well, he's a bust. They say he got cooked in this game. They said he got bullied. So here's how I see things. Let's give him time. It's only the summer league. He has to adjust to NBA basketball. But overall, when I saw highlights of him playing overseas, guys, I was impressed. But I didn't overhype him because I knew the NBA would be different. And also just simply the pressure. You guys gotta remember, he's the first one of his kind. That's why we're all going crazy over him. I'm still excited. I can't wait to see how he develops. But when I saw him play overseas, I just knew an NBA team won't allow him to play the way he plays. Overseas, he was pulling up like Steph Curry. He was dunking on everyone. He was dribbling like a point guard. He was fast. A big dude dribbling, shooting. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. When it came draft time, he went #1 overall. And I was like, well, okay. I was surprised by it simply because I was like, okay, if you're the Spurs, how are you gonna not destroy his game? For example, the Spurs play fundamental basketball. They play slow. They pass the ball around a lot. They play team basketball. And what I was wondering was, well, if you have this guy who just pulling up, shooting like Steph Curry, dribbling, bringing the ball up like a point guard, running the offense, that's what we saw overseas. I was wondering, how can that translate to NBA basketball where everything is more slowed down? It's team basketball. There's actual plays being ran. So when it came time for Summer League, all my expectations were just gone. I was like, okay, let me watch this guy with the fresh mindset. And from what I saw last night, I mean, he was blocking and he was rebounding. But I mean, that's what a typical center does. That's not what got you excited. That's not what got you to say, well, he should go first overall. That's not what got you hyped. He's a center standing at 7'3". We expect him to block. We expect him to get rebounds. What made him exciting to watch was his dribbling, his shooting, his IQ, and how quickly he moved for a guy who's 7'3". What we saw was a center playing like a point guard. So now in the summer league, he gets rebounds, he blocks shots, but his offense was lacking. So now suddenly everyone thinks he can't play. No, he just needs time to adjust. And if he can't adjust, well, he's a bust. But right now, I'm not calling him a bust. I'm not calling him Victor Wembanyama, not yet. In the game, he took a lot of questionable shots. And from what I saw, he couldn't really bully anyone. So maybe he needs to add more weight. In his layups, he was just throwing the ball up. It didn't really seem like he had control. And I remember when he did a dribble pull-up, he missed a shot. But you cannot lie. When you see him play, you're excited to see that shot go in because he's moving so fast for a guy who's 7'3". All the hype is because he was playing unbelievable basketball. He was shooting like Steph Curry. He had great handles for a center. He could bring the ball up the court. I was wondering, how are you going to keep him the same player? Because clearly you have to slow the game down. He can't just play iso ball. So how much will the Spurs allow him to be himself? Will the Spurs build around him? We'll have to wait and see. Overall, I'm excited. In the post, he really couldn't bully anyone. It seemed as if he couldn't back anyone up. He was getting bullied. It seemed like everyone else was just stronger than him, so maybe he really needs to get into the gym. But if he gets his weight up, will that slow him down? We'll have to see.